Welcome to this edition of the Ultimate Combat Experience. I'm Mike Stidham, hanging out with the greasy biker Todd Reed. Todd, a lot of generic names on the card tonight. A lot of guys we don't really know a lot about.
You know, Mike, you're right, but I think we have another exciting night of fights coming at us.
I got to tell you, some nights they turn out to be gems. You just never know when these guys want to come out. In our main event, though, Jason South and Josh Lannon. Now, Josh Lannon's a kid, owns his own gym up in the northern part of the state. And Jason South, he's in the military, and they say he's tough as nails.
Two strong fighters. Looking forward to it.
All right, it's the Ultimate Combat Experience. Strap yourselves in. Coming right at you. We're going to get things underway with the little guys. Josh Presser, pretty good-looking kid, going up against Lorenzo Herrera, a very good wrestler. Presser, we've seen both these guys this round, in fact, in the last few weeks. Josh Presser looking very impressive in his first fight, and then Lorenzo Herrera obviously coming in and doing his thing as well.
Yeah, both these guys stepping their game up a little bit.
But this is a great matchup. Herrera, obviously a very talented wrestler, and we saw that Presser was a good wrestler himself. So, I like this. What I really liked about Lorenzo Herrera is we saw he had some pretty good stand-up and actually some submission as well. Presser, he's a pretty well-rounded fighter as well. This is going to be a fun fight to watch.
Yeah, that last fight of Herrera's, I was surprised he didn't go straight to the ground. He stood up, and yeah, he's looking really good on his feet.
He stood up, and he was very effective on his feet. So, again, good matchup. If you're taking advice from Mike Crispin at the last minute, though, that might be a little bit scary. All right, Dave Selustad giving these guys the final instructions for this fight. What he's telling them is, if I get an opportunity to tackle you or hit you, I will, because that's what Dave does. All right, round number one coming your way, and these guys come out blazing. Nice knees by Josh Presser, able to secure that Muay Thai clinch and threw some big knees to start this fight. Lorenzo Herrera looking for a takedown, shot in on that single, not giving up on it, did a great job, winds up on top here. Not sure if he's going to be able to pass guard here or not, but he's got that leg, and he's got Josh Presser down on the ground. Presser looking for an arm, something he can grab onto to submit with here from on top. On top, underneath. He's got a half of both there.
Yeah, Herrera's a strong kid, so it's going to be hard for Presser to get out of this one.
Yeah, Presser's still looking for that arm, and I'm not sure where he's going to go with that. Herrera would be wise to try to pass guard here, though. There he goes. Nice job. Coming to the left here, getting past the legs of Josh Presser. Now, Presser holding on to the head here. I don't hate that move other than the fact that if Lorenzo Herrera knew what he was doing, he'd have a submission. He'd just peel it off right there and have a submission. He's content to pound away to the body, though.
Yeah, he's doing some damage there on the side of Presser.
Yeah, he's throwing lots of shots there. I'm not sure how much velocity you can gain with those tight quarters. He probably would have been better off trying to throw a downward knee or elbow or something, but got to land a lot of shots and scored certainly for one judge that was able to see it. Presser here showing his strength. Nice takedown there. Nice reversal, I guess we would call it. And Lorenzo Herrera trying for a guillotine choke. Bit of a chess match going on here. Herrera's trying to pull guard. Presser trying to step over and not allow him. Herrera hanging onto that head. Probably should be working to come up to his feet, stand up, let go of the head. You see he's getting a bit of a breather while he's there. And Presser able to get that arm off the head and come up in a you can't do that. Well, you've got a down fighter, and he had stood up and punched him in his face, and Dave Selustad barely says a word to him. Sometimes he gets a little overboard, and that time he didn't really say a whole lot about it. Lorenzo Herrera relentlessly trying to get that takedown, and looks like Presser was just willing to give it to him. He feels comfortable with his guard. He feels comfortable enough that he can do some damage with his guard that he just kind of gave up that takedown.
Yeah, Herrera's he's struggling to get up in there. Presser's looking very comfortable.
Once again, Herrera looks like he's taking a little breather. Dave saw his stats, so let's it's the end of the round. So round number 1 in the books. Josh Presser, Lorenzo Herrera getting it on. We got round 2 when we come back. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. If you're just joining us, you missed round number 1 between Josh Presser and Lorenzo Herrera. A very back and forth affair. Herrera coming out with a big shot to start the round here, though. And a nice takedown. It was a beautiful takedown. Started out with as a high C and just ended up looked like he did like a Japanese wizard throw. It was a nice throw. But this is kind of what happened in round number 1. And once he gets there, he just kind of camps out. Doesn't have a whole lot of offense from within the guard. And really, probably understandably so, he's a little bit apprehensive about leaving himself in a bad position. Oh, my goodness, I hate that rule. Lorenzo Herrera able to stand up just a little bit to get away from this armbar and throw some strikes. And he's told that he couldn't do that. Able to get his body around enough to get out of it, though. Nice work.
Yeah, there's a lot of back and forth going on here.
Yeah, it's absolutely back and forth between both these guys, and not one was really showing a whole lot of dominance over the other. It's kind of the ebb and flow of the fight where Lorenzo will get in a good spot, land a whole bunch of shots, and then Presser will get in a good spot, and he's really more of a submission guy. He's come close on a couple of submissions, not quite getting there.
Yeah, that's one thing right there. We can really take the wind out of your opponent's sails, getting that elbow right in the throat.
Yeah, buddy, here though. But, man, Presser's a strong kid. That was not an easy move to do. You had Lorenzo Herrera. He was out perpendicular to him. It's easy to roll a guy when they're parallel to you, but when he was out perpendicular like that, man, Presser just showed a lot of strength and able to throw him over. Presser now has the back of Lorenzo Herrera and now got that choke in there. Herrera happy to throw some left hands over the top. Presser looks like he kind of gave up on that choke.
Yeah, Presser's doing a great job at controlling the ground.
He's controlling Herrera on the ground, not giving him any room to move, and now he's got him in a really bad spot. Got his hips flattened out like that. That's very frustrating when you can't even move your legs because he's hipping down into him so hard, and landed a couple of big shots right there. Once again, looking for that choke, I believe. He's having a hard time getting that thing in there. Herrera's a tough kid. You're not going to get him on any pain compliance type submission. He's got to get that choke in there to do it right in order to get the submission on here. And doesn't look like he's been able to do that so far. He's got one arm in, can't get the second to complete the choke. And Herrera, man, he's not hanging out underneath there. He's throwing punches. I don't think he's stopped punching since this fight started.
No, you got to give it up to Herrera for that.
Press
him forward.
Well, 2 rounds in the book. Yes, I've got to give this second round to Josh Presser. You've got at least worst case scenario for Herrera. You're down 2 rounds to nothing, but you're definitely down. You lost that last round. So this big round right here, depending on what the judges saw in the first round, someone's got to come out and do something real big here to finish this fight. Both guys trying nice big punches. Nice spinning back fist. Didn't quite find its mark. In fact, he ran into a punch when he did that.
Herrera's pulling all the tricks out tonight.
He is. He's showing that he's not just a wrestler. He's got striking as well. Not just fundamental boxing striking. That was a spinning back fist. You don't see that in boxing, so he's got a few tricks up his sleeve, if you will. Bit of a slugfest going on here. These guys are letting it all hang out. Herrera just out of gas, and he just ate a big knee and another big knee. Herrera is out of gas. When you see a guy just dropping his arms down to his side like that, you know he's in a lot of trouble. Herrera is just, sucking pond water right now, I like to call it. He just didn't have any juice. You see Crispin frantically trying to get him to go. It's one thing I like about Mike Crispin, man. He really takes a personal investment in these guys, and he's pretty pumped up over there. Now he sees his guy get taken down, find himself in a bad spot. Josh Presser getting the back of Lorenzo Herrera. Once again, now finally he gets that choke in deep. Herrera able to get his chin down just enough to pull that choke off of there.
Herrera is relentless.
Well, he's relentlessly laying there right now. He's not able to get. I mean, he's throwing those punches, but there's nothing on him. And I give him credit. He's throwing those punches no matter what's happening to him.
Well, for as gassed as he is, he's still moving.
Yeah, he's still moving. He's in a bad spot. A lot of guys would have given up by now. That's not Lorenzo Herrera, though. That's not in his makeup. He's going to fight to the bitter end. And Presser gives up on the choke again. He says, man, I've tried everything to choke this kid out, and I can't get it done. And some guys you just can't choke out. So these moves work on most people. Some moves don't work on some people. Lorenzo Herrera is able to get his chin down and fight that off. It looked to me like Josh Presser had it on really deep a couple of times, and Lorenzo Herrera just tussed his way out of it and continues to punch. Todd, what do you say here? One guy's got the other's back. The other guy's punching. There's not a lot on those punches. You have to give the nod to the guy who's got the better position. He's got an attempted submission here. But again, how do you see it?
Well, I agree with you, but you got to give it up for Herrera. I mean, those punches might not have done a lot, but the guy keeps on moving.
Well, from a fan's perspective, you give it up for him, but from a judge's perspective, you have to give it to Presser in my mind, just because he earned that position, held that position, had a near submission almost that entire round.
Agreed.
All right, well, once again, we agree, but I don't know what the judges are going to say about all this. Who knows? I guess we're about to find out. Josh Presser, there you go. He's your winner. He won round 1 and 3 clearly, and they gave it. Sounds like they gave all 3 rounds to him. So, congratulations, Josh Presser. Nice work. We're going to keep things rolling with a couple of smaller guys. I guess medium-sized guys, Brent Ballard and Dan Haffemeyer. Brent Ballard practicing his slow-motion jog. He's trying out for Baywatch. He's a happy guy. He's happy to be here.
Yeah, we'll give it a few more seconds here and see how happy he is.
He gets punched in the face the first time?
Haffemeyer coming into the ring.
All right, Haffemeyer. Here we go.
This guy's a freak.
He is definitely, he's my kind of guy.
He might just knock the camera guy out. He's so ready to go.
He's a funny guy. He's mad. Old Brent Ballard, happy to be here. John Haffemeyer, not so much. Crispin doesn't know where he is. What a weirdo.
He wants some camera time.
Dave Sully says trying to make eye contact with him, and he doesn't want anything of it. It's my big chance on TV. All right, that looked more like an audition than a stare down. Here we go, nonetheless. Dan Haffemeyer, Brent Ballard. Ballard coming out with a nice right hand over the top. Haffemeyer with a nice throw, and Ballard rolls through and gets up on top. Haffemeyer looking for an arm bar right here. Looks like he's got it too, Todd.
Yeah, I think Ballard might be in trouble right here.
Haffemeyer should curl his left leg, and this would be over. Nope, couldn't quite get it. Guys that go straight-legged and try for an arm bar tell me they don't know how to do an arm bar very well. Brent Ballard doing a good job of punching over the top, but he just almost got submitted by an arm bar, so my suggestion would be get out of the guard of your opponent. Kind of a lull in the action here. Both guys just kind of glomming on to one another. Not much happening. Even the EMT's bored in the back there. All right, fellas, it's MMA. Get to work.
Yeah, kind of a slow start to this fight.
Well, it was a quick beginning, and then they just kind of fell into a deep sleep here. I'm about to go to sleep. I think Dave Selstad should stand him back up. There's not a lot happening on the ground here. Let's get the action flowing once again. Well, now they're starting to punch each other a little bit. Dave's usually more aggressive on standing the fighters up, and it doesn't seem like he's wants to do so here. There's a judge back there in the background clipping his fingernails. He's bored. Oh, Dave, you are with us. Dave now finally stands them up. He's going to put them back up on their feet after a good minute and a half of nothing. Haffemeyer coming out with some really not very good-looking kicks, but he's landing them. Now they're doing a lot more hugging on their feet as much as they were on the ground. Oh, there you go. Nice big right hand over the top. And I think that stung old Ballard just a little bit. Yeah, Ballard's hurt.
I'm not sure what happened there.
I'm not sure what happened there either, but it looks like a guillotine choke's going on right here, and I think Ballard's going to tap.
In there.
That's going to do it right there. Not the most exciting fight, but the antics around the fight have been kind of interesting. They don't let him out of the house much. He's got a big knot on the top of his head there. I'm not sure where that came from, but, you know, he's going to be one of those guys this week saying you should see the other guy. The other guy doesn't have anything on him. Well, at least you won. You got a knot on your head, and they're going to call you a knothead all week.
And he got some camera time.
And you got a lot of camera time making your goofy face. All right, give it up. Dan Haffemeyer, he's your winner. Crazy. He's crazy. I tell you, he's crazy. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. We're going to move into the featherweight division with a guy that I really like, Sooksam Simpleman. This kid's got muscles nowadays. He didn't used to have those muscles. He was a couple of weight classes smaller, and he's already small now. But he started lifting weights, and he's actually becoming a pretty good fighter. He's got some pretty good ground, got some pretty good stand-up. I've been real impressed with his evolution. Kid right here we don't know a whole lot about. Tyler Allred, his first time into the cage.
Yeah, I think Allred's going to have his hands full with Simpleman.
Yeah, I think you're probably going to be right on that one, Todd. He looks a little nervous, not sure where he's at or why he's here. Got a shot of all our corner people here. They look bored. All right, your referee, Dave Selstad, letting him know you can't put two fingers up there, and letting him know where all their cool parts are. Here we go. Round number one. Yeah, Allred looks really stiff. Sooksam should have a pretty easy time with this kid, I could tell. Sooksam kind of getting sucked into it, kind of looks a little awkward himself, and he's a better fighter than what he's showing right now. There you go, nice big head throw, but being thrown through, rolled through, and then rolled through again. So that was a reversal and a reversal and a reversal. Sooksam finds himself in the superior position here, though. He's got a head and arm. He's not careful, this kid will take his back, but I don't know that the kid knows that if he puts his hooks in over there, he'd be in good shape. Sooksam now able to get him over far enough that we can come up into full mount. You want a prediction, Todd? Sooksam is going to sit up and rain down the bombs here in just a minute.
Simpleman, yes.
You know, I'm happy to see that he's not, getting impatient here. He knows there's plenty of time in the round, so he's going to let this kid kind of kick himself out a little bit, if you will. He's going to burn up all his energy, and Sooksam's going to find that opportunity to do just that right there.
Yeah, Allred just not looking all that comfortable in here.
Yeah, this is his first time here, and it's showing. He's come out and been a pretty game fighter, but Sooksam's clearly got a little experience on him, and taking full advantage of that. Sooksam trapping the arm down underneath there, so now he can land that right hand at will. Another elbow over the top. Allred's looking around to try to find the way out of this cage. Nice reversal there, though. He got his hips up, and a nice reversal, landed some knees to the body. Well, we wrote Tyler Allred off a little too early. Sooksam now paying for being a little bit lazy on top, not maintaining position.
Yeah, sometimes it takes these new guys a minute to get in there and relax.
Yeah, man. Boy, Tyler Allred doing a great job coming back, and now he's got the back of Sooksam Simpleman and put his hooks in as well. A little high, though, Todd. He's a little bit high, and the Sooksam elevates here. He's going to come right off the top.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time.
But he's making Sooksam pay right there and landing some big shots. Nice work. Sooksam able to get out, and I think he might be a little bit mad now. You cracked me in my noggin a few times, and it's payback. Oh, left an arm behind once again. Somebody that knew submission put an arm bar on right there. And looks like that's going to do it. That's round number 1 in the books. I'm not so sure that Tyler Allred's going to get back at it for round number 2. We're going to take a break and find out when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience, round number 2 of 3 between Sooksam Simpleman and Tyler Allred. Sooksam pretty much having his way in the first round. Tyler Allred obviously a little bit new to the game here. And, oh man, paid for it right there. Got a nice throw by Sooksam and takes full advantage of it, comes into full mount, and now posturing up to hopefully win this fight for him. Why Allred really struggling underneath, not able to defend very well.
Simpleman doing a great job at controlling the ground here. Allred really struggling to get away.
Yeah, he sure is. Allred doesn't really seem to have an answer for anything at this point. He's doing that buck move that got him the reversal in the first round, but Sooksam was wiser this time, keeping a nice wide base. He's not going to get bucked like that again, I wouldn't think. Just peppering away at the head is Sooksam Simpleman. Rights and lefts, elbows and fists. But right there, look at that. Tyler Allred able to get up and reverse him. That was just a strength move. Sooksam being admonished for grabbing the cage. You can't do that, and almost stopped the reversal. But, boy, Tyler Allred showing a lot of good stuff here today. I've been very impressed with him. For a newcomer, he's come in here. He's been a game opponent for Sooksam. Nice work.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a pretty good matchup.
A lot better fight than I thought it would be. Sooksam, again, I think has come a long ways, and this new kid looked super nervous when he came out, but, man, he's done a great job of just hanging in there, battling. He doesn't really know some submissions, and he doesn't really know position all that well, but he's shown a lot of heart and really come out showing the fans that he may belong in this cage after all. Boy, I think the tank's on empty, though. He's not responding very quickly to a whole lot of stuff that's happening there. Wow, look at that. Sooksam left a triangle choke behind. And Tyler Allred trying to take full advantage. He's not quite able to get it, doesn't look. Boy, Allred has given Sooksam Simpleman all he can handle. Oh my goodness, another silly rule. You can't use the elbow strikes there. That's just a silly rule. Sooksam able to get a reversal. Coming around on top. And able to power his way through another reversal of his own. Nice work. Allred's got no lights on. The lights are on, but nobody's home, maybe. I don't know. Looks like he's done. I don't know if that was a stoppage or if that's the end of the round. Okay, that's the end of the second round. Tyler Allred having a hard time getting up off the canvas. Sooksam looking pretty tired himself. Yeah. Allred might be finished. I'm not so sure he's going to be able to come back out.
Yeah, he had a really hard time getting up to his feet there. Oh, looks like it might be over.
Yeah, it looks like they waved it off. I don't think they're going to continue from here. Tyler Allred saying, look, I've had enough. I came here, gave it my best shot, but that's going to do it. Sooksam Simpleman coming away with a big win tonight. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. Chet Thomas, a kid we've seen in this cage before. Chet Thomas comes up from Spanish Fork, and when he comes up, he brings pretty much most of Spanish Fork with him. He's got a real popular kid, owns a bar down there. Getting to be a pretty decent fighter going up against Koji Lehman. Koji Lehman's one of those guys, been around for quite some time. Kind of a journeyman fighter, if you will. But I think Chet Thomas should be able to do fairly well against old Koji Lehman here. Koji with a traditional martial arts background. As you can see, he used to play a character in the movie Kung Fu.
Yeah. Big guy.
Super nice kid. Really, really nice guy. Almost too nice for this sport. He might be a little too nice for this sport. Koji Lehman going up against Chet Thomas, who's a nice guy as well, but he knows how to turn it on and knows how to get mean when it's time to, and it looks like Chet Thomas is ready to get mean right here in the Ultimate Combat Experience. Man, I always wonder what Dave says when he's doing those gestures. All right, here we go. Round number one. A touch of the gloves, and here we go. Little filling out period here. Koji Lehman giving his back up already. Hadn't even been hit yet. Nice big knee and right hand by Chet Thomas. Koji Lehman looks like he's in trouble already. He's gun shy. He's shying away from those punches way too soon in this fight. It doesn't look like he's been dinged just yet, but he's...
No, Thomas making quick work of Lehman.
Yeah, Lehman's already thrown in the towel, if you will, in this fight. He doesn't seem like he wants to fight. Yeah,
that's going to be it.
Dave Sully said calling that one a little bit quickly, and I'm glad that he did. Koji had quit, 30 seconds ago. I don't know what he's happy about. They're not even related is the funny part. I know both those guys, and we always tease the other one about being Koji, but they're not related. All right, Chet Thomas is a lovely lady right there. She's pretty happy with things, very impressed with the way he was able to come out and impose his will upon his opponent. There's Koji's parents, and boy, they must be proud. All right, Chet Thomas getting her done tonight. That's what they do down there in Spanish Fork. They get her done. And he got it done real well tonight. Nice work. Teeny tiny guys coming out next. A kid named Aaron Okura, who I really think you ought to keep your eye out for. This kid is the real deal. He's a good fighter. Actually plays the bass in a reggae band as well. He's a lot of fun. His reggae band's pretty good. But I'll tell you what, he's got amazing jiu-jitsu. He's got awesome striking. He's going to be something good in this game. See there, he's got Will Bernalis and Brian Yamasaki working his corner, two of the best guys in the business.
Yeah, both these guys are fun to watch. Great athletes. Been training hard.
Yeah, look, Josh Delmark's a good little athlete as well, but he's just not on the level of Aaron Okura, I don't think. Josh trains at my gym. I'm cheering for him, but I don't think he's got what it takes to beat Aaron Okura. Aaron is a kid that's, like I said, he's just another level. And I expect to see big things out of him. You know, Josh Delmark doesn't shy away from challenges, though. Is something, you know, he knows full well what he's getting himself into when he came to this fight, and he's more than willing to get in and mix it up with Aaron Okura. I don't know what's going on over there, but looks like a lot of action going on in the stands tonight. Dave Selly said giving these guys their last-minute instructions, and Delmark looks very confident here. Looks very confident. All right, good stuff. Round number one. Here we go. Josh clearly giving up a bit of a reach at disadvantage there with, tried to kick. Okura grabbed it and put him on his back. Maintaining a good side control position here. Josh Delmark just trying to tie those arms up so he's not able to let those punches go from top.
Yeah, I think Delmark knows he has his hands full.
You can tell in the first couple seconds of a fight when you're fighting somebody if they're just much stronger than you, and you can just kind of tell they're better than you. And I think Josh Delmark can tell that because he's just kind of trying to hang on here, not really trying to mount an offense whatsoever, just trying to hang on.
You know, when you sit there and try and defend yourself and just hang in there, that's when you make mistakes.
Well, yeah, you leave the door wide open for your opponent to trap your arm down there like that, to trap your other arm on the other side, and work some knees to the body. You know, if you're just hanging on, eventually they're gonna find a way in. And so far, it looks like Aaron Okura is finding all those little ways in. He's landed some big shots. Josh Delmark now just holding on to Okura's. You know, it's interesting. Delmark's better than that. He's not a kid that hangs onto your head like that. And the fact that he's doing that tells me he's pretty nervous about things here.
And Okura looking very relaxed.
Yeah, very
setting
composed.
Up for the next move.
Yeah, very nice stuff. He's got the back of Josh Delmark now. I like that attempt. He was looking for a leg lock. He didn't even reach for the leg. He did a somersault. And
I think this might be it, Mike.
Yeah, that's going to do it right there. Yep. There's your tap. Aaron Okura, as we said, you didn't see a lot of really neat stuff out of him tonight, but he does have a lot of neat stuff. But he just came in a very dominant performance there over a kid who's no slouch. Josh Delmark's a tough kid, decent wrestler, in good shape, but Aaron Okura clearly on another level, and Josh Delmark just wasn't quite able to bring it to him tonight. You know, Josh Delmark does have a bright future in this game if he decides he wants to pursue it. He's a pretty emotional kid, though. You know, you see him get down on losses like this. He's not going to take it well, even though, hopefully he realizes, boy, it's kind of interesting. They show the Asian couple for every Asian dude that we have in the show. All right. Aaron Okura coming away with a big win. Congratulations. He's happy about it, as well he should be. And hopefully we see this kid again. Man, oh man, I love it when the chicken comes to fight here. Jay Jensen, always going to put on a great show for you. Going up against the kid that we know to be tough as nails, Rusty Pearson. Now, We've mentioned this before. Jay Jensen, he loses to Jason Allgaier. But then he fights some of the best guys in the division and holds his own. Be interesting to see how he does tonight against Rusty Pearson. Rusty Pearson, of course, 3-time state wrestling champion from Southern Utah. He and his brother Chase both been doing this thing. That's his patented his roundhouse kick to the head. He's never landed it, but boy, he throws it every time he starts a fight and misses by about a mile. Nice leg kick to follow, though. Just grazing the chin of Jay Jensen on that one, though. Nice kick and a Superman punch. He's getting good at that. And that's what he's good at. He's an outstanding wrestler. Been doing it all his life, and you can see how natural it was for him getting at that takedown.
Yeah, this is going to be a good matchup between these two guys. They're both got a lot of heart, good fighters.
Jay Jensen will give you all he's got. There's no doubt about that. This kid is tough as nails. Just not super refined in his fight game, but man, this kid will fight to the bitter end. Trying to get a guillotine choke on there. Rusty's smart enough to come out to the side to take the pressure off that, and it's not going to go anywhere. Jay Jensen continues to hang on to the head, but he might want to just let go and look for something else. Rusty really coming of age. He was obviously a standout wrestler, the 3-timer. It's not easy to do, but his stand-up has gotten pretty good. His knowledge of the game, his submission game is getting pretty good. He's a well-rounded fighter, not just a one-dimensional wrestler. So, he's evolved tremendously. You see how composed he is there too. He knows what he needs to do. He needs to clear those legs. And Jay Jensen just grabbing onto the head again. Rusty Pearson able to get his back and sink his hooks in. This is big trouble for Jay Jensen. Nice right hand. Rusty Pearson doing a great job of keeping that position and just picking those shots. Jay Jensen just covering up, and at some point, if he doesn't do something to get out of there, he's going to be in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, Jensen not looking very comfortable there.
Oh, he's getting his neck just cranked right there. And we said this before. You're probably not going to get a neck crank submission on Jay Jensen just because he's stubborn as hell, and he's just not going to tap to that. But man, they sure are uncomfortable. You're going to have to get that submission in there correctly to choke him out, to stop him. But, boy, it's something he's going to feel tomorrow. His neck's going to be a little stiff. And his face, for that matter, that forearm across the face, that's just not comfortable.
Yeah, Pearson looking really relaxed, just waiting, picking Jensen apart slowly.
This is where his wrestling comes really in handy because, he's a little bit high, but he can get high because he's a little bit better than the average guy. He's better at kind of getting back, and he knows when he's going to get out of position. So, bringing your hips up and it wouldn't shake Rusty Pearson off where it probably would with most other fighters. He's just that good. So, round number 1 in the books, Rusty Pearson and Chicken Jensen when we come back. Welcome back to the Ultimate Combat Experience. Jay Chicken Jensen and Rusty Pearson mixing it up here for you folks. Rusty Pearson having his way in round number 1. Got the back of Jay Jensen and really went to work on him. Jay Jensen, just a tough guy, toughed it out, but man, he just took a big right hand over the top by Rusty Pearson. Rusty looking to catch that kick there. Jay's throwing a lazy front kick, and Rusty looking to catch it and drop him on his head.
Pearson very accurate with these punches.
Yeah, he sure is. That right hand finding its mark once again. The big takedown, and finds, Jay Jensen finds himself in another really bad spot. A lot of guys would be very disheartened right here. Like, I just spent the last 3 minutes of the first round in this position. It didn't do anything. I mean, I took a lot of punishment, wasn't able to do anything. To get taken down again could be pretty frustrating. And I'm not sure why Rusty was complaining there. I mean, he didn't make an effort to really even get his arms out. But Dave Selly said bringing him back up onto your feet, and a nice leg kick to start things off.
Yeah, Pearson
nice right hand.
Moving in. Jensen looking like he wants to keep the distance there. He doesn't want to go back to the ground.
Yeah, you're going to have a real hard time stopping the takedown of Rusty Pearson. He's as good as they get. Probably the best wrestler in the Ultimate Combat Experience at this point. He can get a takedown from just about anywhere. And He's got a lot of different ways to set it up and a lot of different ways to finish it. So if you're going to play that outside game, you're going to have to stay active and you have to keep throwing things at him. But I'll tell you, Rusty's done a great job of defending against those shots and then coming in and countering. His counterpunching has been phenomenal tonight. Jay looking for a guillotine. It looks uncomfortable. Rusty's not in any trouble here, you can see. But it is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, and so I don't hate the fact that Jay Jensen is doing this right here. I don't think he's going to get a submission out of it, but you'd get it on some people. You're just not going to get it on a Rusty Pearson.
Well, if he doesn't get it, he's going to be wasting a lot of energy down there holding on to the head of Pearson.
Yeah, but what do? You've got a kid like Rusty Pearson, and he's better than you at every facet of the game. You get something like that. Like I said, I'd probably be criticizing that move with most people in that situation. I can't really, because, you got to try to get what you can get in this type of situation.
Yeah, Pearson very relaxed, quick to get up there. He says, let's go back at it. I'm just going to take you down again.
Yeah. I felt like my position was kind of slipping away there, so let's abandon ship and start off again.
Pearson with those kicks, I mean,
if he would step into
nice.
that, they're beautiful. If he'd step in half a step, he'd land it.
Jensen swinging for the fences there, trying to keep his distance from Pearson.
Yeah, he's got to land a big shot. That's his only prayer here. Look at Rusty going real low, getting in the nice and deep, and a beautiful takedown to finish. All right, that's going to put a wrap on second of 3 rounds. We're going to see a third round between Rusty Pearson and Jay Chicken Jensen, and Jay is walking a little funky over there, man. Having a hard time getting back to his corner. Round number 3 getting underway. Here we go. That's as I was talking about there. You throw a lazy kick, and it's like gift wrapping a takedown for a good wrestler. And Rusty Pearson took the gift and got his takedown. Now finds himself almost in full mount. He's looking to try a guillotine from top. I don't think he's got that in deep enough. Again, you're dealing with Jay Jensen here. He's not going to tap to something like that. It's not comfortable, though. You can see the grimace on his face. He's not comfortable under there.
Yeah, you got to give it up for Jensen, though, for hanging in there. Pearson just picking him apart on the ground.
Yeah, Jensen's got the Purple Heart Award for me, for sure. He's a kid that, boy, he takes a lot of punishment, man. He's one of those guys, he works in the jail, and as a jailer, I guess the other jailers got to feel pretty good when you got Jay Jensen on shift with you, because this is a kid that you'd have to kill to stop. He's a heck of a fighter, no doubt. Yeah, I'm all right. It sucks, but I'm all right.
Oh.
Did he tap there? He finally did.
Right. I wasn't sure what he was doing.
I think he was faking with Dave Selly, said messing with him.
But maybe a new song came on and he's ready to tap that.
Well, you know what, man? He knew he wasn't getting out from underneath there, so... All right, Rusty Pearson winning once again, looking very, very good at it. Nice work. Congratulations.